In the quiet suburb of Maplewood, what began as an ordinary afternoon for the Thompson family soon turned into a story of resilience, love, and unlikely companionship. While walking through their garden after a storm, they stumbled upon a heartbreaking sight beneath a large oak tree. A tiny squirrel, barely a few days old, lying motionless on the damp ground. Its frail body quivered with exhaustion, eyes tightly shut, as if clinging to the last threads of life. The storm must have torn it from its nest, leaving it vulnerable and alone. The family hesitated only for a moment before deciding to act. They wrapped the fragile creature in a soft cloth, carried it inside, and promised themselves they would give it a chance at survival. They named the squirrel Rusty, a symbol of both his fiery spirit and the autumn leaves that had sheltered him. Caring for Rusty was no simple task. With no mother to nourish him, the Thompsons became his lifeline. Using a tiny syringe, they fed him special formula milk drop by drop, their hands trembling as they cradled his delicate frame. The nights were the hardest, broken by his faint cries of hunger or discomfort. Sleep-deprived but determined, they rose again and again to answer his calls, driven by an overwhelming sense of responsibility and compassion. Each milestone Rusty reached was a triumph. The first time he opened his eyes, they shone like little beads of hope. His early attempts at climbing, clumsy but persistent, brought laughter and tears in equal measure. And when he made his first playful leap, the Thompsons realized they were no longer simply rescuers. They had become his family. Months passed, and Rusty transformed from a fragile orphan into a lively, radiant presence in their home. His once weak body grew strong, his fur gleaming in shades of chestnut. He darted across the living room, hiding in the most unexpected corners, only to spring out in mischievous delight. Rusty's energy was boundless, but it was his joy that proved infectious, lifting the family's spirits during even their darkest days. He was more than a playful companion. Rusty had become a symbol of resilience and love, a reminder of the power of compassion in a world often too quick to overlook the smallest lives. Each morning, he perched on their shoulders, gently nibbling an ear as if whispering, "Thank you." At night, he curled up in their laps, his tiny heartbeat syncing with theirs, weaving a bond that words could scarcely describe. For the Thompsons, Rusty was no longer just a rescued squirrel. He was a living testament that even the most fragile creatures, when nurtured with love and patience, can flourish and in turn give back immeasurable joy. What began as an act of kindness had blossomed into something far greater, a lifelong connection. Rusty's story is not merely one of survival, but of hope. A tiny life, once discarded by fate, had grown into a beacon of resilience, showing that love, no matter how small the recipient, can change the course of existence.